is enough said.
Happy Taco Tuesday, Heat Nation. Ernest here, back with another Miami Heat Talk video. Hope everybody's enjoying their day so far, living positively. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, show that love. Now, let's rock and roll on another Miami Heat Talk adventure. First and foremost, I know Heat fans didn't wake up too happy today. The Miami Heat lose bad last night. It was a 10 o'clock game, so it was a late game for us here on the East Coast. So to stay up this late to watch this game, see it to go to double overtime and to lose, that's a gut punch. The Miami Heat lose 123 to 118. This was a fumble in the bag by the Miami Heat, to be honest, you guys. I mean, it was pretty close in the first half. Heat pull away in the third quarter. They're up by 15 points with 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter, and they just collapse. You know, the game gets taken into overtime. You know, they're looking good in the first OT. They have a little bit of an advantage. They lose it. But in the second overtime, they just blunder. DeMar DeRozan goes clutch, hits a huge three-point shot, another shot right in Tyler Hero's face to hit the dagger, and the Heat lose this one. And, I mean, look, when you look at the box score, you guys, Spo went heavily with 5 guys, his starting lineup. And I thought the starting lineup was good. You know, you had Bam Adebayo at the 5, Haywood Highsmith at the 4, Jaime Jaquez starting at the 3 with Terry Rozier and Tyler Hero in the backcourt. You also have Duncan Robinson, Nikola Jovic, and Kel'el Ware coming off the bench. Pelle Larsson only plays about 5 minutes, doesn't really do much. You get great productivity from Tyler Hero, even though I think Tyler could have done better in overtime. Tyler scores 26 points on 11 for 25 shooting, but he doesn't really become that guy in overtime that we've seen him be. You also get 18 points and 12 rebounds from Bam Adebayo, but only 6 for 19 shooting. I mean, if this team is going to do anything this season, make any type of run, it starts with Tyler Hero and Bam Adebayo. We just need better production. You know, if this was a fourth quarter game, I'd get it. I'd get these stats. But this game went double overtime. You know, we need these guys to step up more. I think we got a great showing from Haywood Highsmith. He scores 14 points on 46 minutes. You know what he does defensively. Terry Rozier gives you 18 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists. You get a triple-double from Jaime Jaquez, 16 points, 12 rebounds, 10 assists. You don't really get a lot from your bench. You get 12 points from Nico. You get 8 from Duncan. He goes for 2 for 7 for the 3-point line. You get 6 points and 3 rebounds from Kel'el Ware, only 13 minutes. I mean, that's fine. But you just needed more. This would have been a big win, you guys. And what sucks is I'm sure Jimmy Butler is just giggling his ass off watching the Miami Heat lose a game like this. You know, first the loss against the Utah Jazz, who only had 7 wins. You get blown out by 36 points. And then you show in this game against Sacramento that you don't really have that closer to ice out the game and compete with DeMar DeRozan. Now, I feel Tyler Hero is that guy. It's just last night he wasn't really on. I mean, like I said, great game. 11 for 25 for shooting, 26 points. But in a game like a double overtime game, I need Tyler Hero to be that guy we saw, ice in his veins, can get you 40 points. That's what we need for a showing for Tyler Hero. But I know he's going to step up. You got 5 more games on this road trip. That's the exact amount of time that Jimmy Butler is going to be out with the suspension. The Heat go 17-17. You know, we're back at 500. We were 17-14 about a week ago. And this whole Jimmy Butler drama fiasco started, and here we are, you know, back at 500. This is exactly where we've been all season long. We've either been a little over 500 or exactly at 500. Mediocre team. The Miami Heat goes back to a 9th seed. We are officially a play-in team, but we're still there. We're still fighting. All the Miami Heat needs, you guys, is a little momentum, is a little bit of luck, and they can still get out of this play-in. And I'm loving this young roster. Look, I get it's 2 straight losses. I understand. But what you're seeing is this team getting acclimated and this team figuring it out, knowing they don't have Jimmy Butler. I know Jimmy has missed some time this season, and I know the games that he's missed, this Miami Heat team has won games. We just need to figure it out, knowing that Jimmy is not going to be coming back. But I will tell you this, you guys, reinforcements may be coming. There was a rumor that was spread earlier by Bill Simmons, and when I say Bill Simmons, I know people are like, whatever, myself included. But look, Bill Simmons has a lot of ties towards the NBA. He's saying that the Jimmy Butler trade is going to happen sometime this week. He did say in this podcast that he thinks that there's a chance that multiple teams can look into possibly trading for Jimmy Butler, and they're looking to pull the trigger as early as this week, Bill Simmons says. So, do I think that the Jimmy Butler trade is going to happen this week? It's a huge possibility. But guys, there's also another possibility. There's a possibility that the trade doesn't happen and Jimmy Butler has to go back and play with this Heat team. Because it was reported yesterday that the Miami Heat are still not sure if they prefer to do the trade before the trade deadline or during the offseason, where they can do a sign and trade. A lot of teams right now, I'm sure, are not willing to give up a lot, knowing that Jimmy Butler is 35 years old, with the trade request he's made, the drama that this caused. I mean, look, I will say this, there's always going to be a team that's going to look at a guy like Jimmy Butler and think that they can help them move forward. And then there's also other teams that will trade for Jimmy Butler to avoid another team from getting him to make that next step. There's going to be a team that's going to want to trade for him. But the problem is the Miami Heat is not getting the offers that they want. Because they know that when a team is trading for a guy like Jimmy Butler, who's 35 years old on the last year of his contract with a $52 million player option, he'll most likely opt out of there and then can possibly leave and go somewhere else. So if you're a team like Dallas, Houston, Memphis, some of these teams that have been in the rumors for Jimmy Butler, but are not willing to give up young assets and a draft pick for a guy that can just possibly leave you. It's not really in the cards. So I think what might happen, you guys, is we might not see a trade before the February 6th or until right before the February 6th trade deadline. So that means Jimmy Butler would have to report back to this team. And I mean, the NBA is all about drama, so why the hell not, right? So I want to hear from you, Heat Nation. Do you think that a trade is going to happen before Jimmy Butler's suspension comes up? Or do you think it's going to happen after the suspension, near the trade deadline? Or maybe you think that it's going to happen in the offseason? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We are pushing to 6,000 subscribers. Thank y'all so much for the continued support. And until next time, your boy Ernest out, and that's enough said.